Hi there. For this tutorial, I'm going to make this part, which comes from Toby's practice models. You can see here. It's down at the very bottom. This is, I believe, a premium part, so it's not available to the free subscribers, but I'm going to make the tutorial anyway. Rich Pen has a little tutorial here, which I think is excellent, and I'm going to do it a slightly different way, and you can compare mine to Rich's and everybody else's who adds a tutorial after ours. So what I'm going to do for mine, I'm going to draw this shape right here. Okay, and then once this shape is done, I'm going to set the dimensions of this, and all the dimensions are here, here, here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to draw this center line, which is what that CL stands for, and I'm going to use that center line. It's going to be a dotted construction line, and I'm going to use that to make all of these dimensions, the 40, the 60, 85, 155, and the 220. Then I'm going to come in and dimension here, the 18. We look over here, and we see that this height here is 50, as shown here, and this height from here to here is 60. So that's going to be 60 there. This is 20, and that's the 18. The final dimension is going to be this angle here between that vertical and that angled side. That's going to be 15 degrees. Once that is done, I'm going to create a little dotted circle like this, a construction circle. That's going to be 165 diameter. And then I'm going to come in and make a few circles. Well, actually, I make an arc to that construction line, and then I'll make a circle, and I'll extrude the arc all the way down to make the little boss there, and then I will extrude the hole all the way through so it comes out the back side. Once I'm done making one of these features, I'm going to pattern that feature all the way around, making 6 of them, and then we'll be done. We're going to set this to ABS plastic, and we should get a mask that makes Too Tall Toby's site happy. Okay, so I am going to just move this over to my second screen. I'm going to try again because I've already made this model, reveal the drawing. We're on the clock, and so now whenever I get the mass of this object, I'll stick it in here to see if we're correct. All right, so I'm going to jump over now to my Onshape, and this is my first try of it, and I have a second part studio for this video. So I'm going to begin this sketch on the front plane. Choose Sketch. I'm going to press N to make my sketch be normal to the screen, and then press P to hide my planes. I'm going to press L to start a line, and I can just also choose that button there, but I'll choose L to be quick. I'm going to just draw the shape, just the basic shape. Now when I come back here, I don't want to stop there. That little yellow line tells me that, hey, I'm going to stop there, but that's not what the drawing says. It's a little bit lower than that. So I'm going to do that, and then this one is in between, this length is in between those two. So I'll just do that. I'll come down here, and I'll wake up that origin, and I want it to be parallel or flat, a horizontal line like so. And so that shape looks a lot like this shape here. Now the dimensions, we're going to put all those dimensions in like we talked about. Before I do that, I want to make a construction line. So my line is already clicked on. I'm going to press a construction line, and this will allow me, well, it's going to be a line that's there for reference only. So I'm going to come over here and make sure it's this high. That way it'll be fully constrained. That construction line is turned black there. So I'm going to press Escape to get out of that. Press D to get into the dimension tool, which is this guy here. And I know that this dimension is 40. So I'm going to click this side here to that construction line. And if I go to the left of that, if I go beyond it, it will give me the diameter and not the radius. So I know that that diameter is 40. I know that this diameter here is 60. I know from here to here is 85. I know that to this inside here is 155. I know that here to here is 220. I know that this is 20 here. Let's see here. This dimension from here to here is 18. What else am I missing here? I know that this dimension here is 30 degrees. No, sorry, 15 degrees, half of 30 degrees. I do know that this dimension is 60 from our drawing, and this one here is 50, and that should make me fully constrained. And it is. I'm just going to double check that all of my measurements are correct, and they are. So I'm done with the sketch. I'm now going to choose this face there. I noticed it was all gray whenever I was done with the sketch. I'm going to choose revolve, and I've already chosen the face to revolve around, and then my revolve axis is going to be that construction line I created. And that is pretty much, we're almost done with it, just with that one sketch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up here and make a sketch on this front face, on that top face rather. Press N to get normal to. I'm going to make a circle, and I want it to be a construction circle. From here to here is 165. And next I'm going to use the arc tool. I'm going to use a center point arc. And no, I want it to be level with that origin, horizontal to that origin. So I'm going to click there, and that's going to give me the center point. Oops, I'm still on construction view. As you can see up here, I'm still there. I can either click that button or press Q on my keyboard. So I want to have my arc to be from that point to this point, and that diameter is 20. No, sorry, that radius is 20. Okay, so that's black in there. I'm going to press C for the circle tool, and I want that circle to be centered on that construction circle. And this guy is 14. Okay, so we're done with that sketch. And now I'm going to choose that face and zoom in and choose this face. And I want to extrude that all the way down. I want it to go up to face. And I'm just going to select this inside curve there to be the face I want to go down to. So I'm done with that. My circle is now hiding because it's in Sketch 2. It thinks I'm done. I'm going to reveal Sketch 2. And now I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to extrude that all the way through. I'm going to remove it and through all. Okay, so now all that's left to do is to make a little circular pattern. So we're going to click here, choose circular pattern. And here I don't want to pattern the whole part. I want to pattern a feature. Okay, and the features I want to pattern is the extrude all the way down of the little arc, and then the extrude through all of the circle. The axis, the pattern axis, I'm going to choose here to select the mate connector. And I'm just going to choose any of these circles to go around. It could be that one or that one. Basically what I'm doing is I'm using that red, green, and blue triad there to be my axis. So I click. I need 6. And I'm going to reapply the features. Boom, done. Pretty nifty. Hide that sketch to make it look like that. Let's see if we got the mask correct. So I'm going to choose Assign Material, or right-click on the part, choose Assign Material, and I'm choosing the Too Tall Toby Material Library, which is ABS. That density is 1,020 kilograms per cubic meter. So then I come over here, pick the part I want. Let's see if this is correct. I haven't done this in a few days, so I can't remember. So boom, let's see. Hey, we got it right. Okay, now I don't know, this is a lot slower than what I did with my speed run, so I don't know if that replaces it. We'll see. So I'll press Submit. And oh yeah, so it does keep the fastest time there at 5:33. Alrighty. And I think to finish this, I will color it the way that Too Tall Toby had. I'm going to right click on that, edit the appearance, make it this little butter color there, something like that. And now we're done. Anyway, thanks for watching.